under the arms of an angel, just as white as can be. You'll find deodorant, 'cause she's not musty.
Hi, I'm Chili. Most East Asians do not have the gland under their underarms that produces body odor. And yet, Amber Liu is very musty. For the low price of just $3, we can help put a deodorant like one of these underneath the very needy underarms of Amber Liu. Please call now.
You and me in our own little fantasy that fades in time.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Chili and welcome back to Chili Got Soul. Yes, I do. Okay, yes, I do. Today, we're going to be talking about somebody who has been very musty this week, okay? Amber Liu. Sis, we have words for you. Oh, that rhymed. But before we get into that, it's time for me to announce the winner of my giveaway from a couple weeks ago. So, here we go. Okay, our winner is AliciaKnight@gmail.com. Congratulations, you are the winner of this Korean survival kit. Congratulations. I'm going to go ahead and email you all of the details and get your information. Thank you for watching the video and thank you for playing. Now, there are a lot of things that can make somebody musty, okay? Being racist, being homophobic, being transphobic, Islamophobic, your anti-sex workers, all of it makes you very musty, okay? Makes you very musty, okay? Now, Miss Amber Liu has decided that she wanted to go ahead and release her underarms up into the world, okay, the other day. She made a very ignorant comment on the topic of police brutality on the show Just Kidding News. Now, for those of you who don't know what Just Kidding News is, yeah, me either, okay? I had never heard of it before this whole incident. Until I saw a thread of other times that the show has been problematic. The host enjoys to say the N-word, but he's not an N-word, if you catch my drift, okay? So on this show, they felt the need to talk about the incident that happened on the BART train system in the Bay Area in California, where a black man was harassed by the police for eating a sandwich. That's right, y'all. We can't eat sandwiches anymore, okay? So they have this open table discussion about this black man being harassed and didn't feel it was necessary to invite any black people to speak on the subject, which really blows me because you would think that if we're going to talk about something that affects black people 2.5 times more likely than it does any other race in America, maybe, just maybe, perhaps even, we could invite a black person to talk on the subject. But no, not on Just Kidding News. No, we gonna get Amber Liu. We want to hear what Amber Liu has to say about the situation. So Amber Liu said that this man deserved to be harassed. Hello, maybe I didn't hear what I said. She said the man deserved to be harassed. The host went on to check her a little bit, saying, you know, I, as an Asian man, do not have any experience, any expertise in this topic, so I don't have much to say about it. I know that it's a sensitive subject, and I'm just going to sit here and eat my food, okay? And what's crazy to me is people are, you know, commending him and, you know, congratulating him for shutting his ass up, but why would you have an open forum? Why would you have an open forum, okay, for her to have even been able to give us this ignorant behind opinion, okay? So then, of course, y'all know Twitter dragged this girl for filth, okay, They was calling her everything like musty. I'm just kidding, that was me. They dragged this girl all up and down Al Gore's internets, yes, they did, until her PR team finally issued us an apology via Amber's Twitter. It was a very nice apology, I must say. They did a very nice job writing that, I must say. Now, we're still waiting to hear Amber's actual apology. In this apology tweet, Amber's PR team told us that Amber has been out of the United States for 10 years and thus far is not really aware or educated on the issues involving police brutality and systematic racism for Black people. Later on in the same exact tweet, as a matter of fact, her PR team went on to say that Amber believes in Black Lives Matter. Now, I'm not very good at math, okay? I'm really not. I'm not very good at math. But how are you not educated on police brutality and systematic racism, and yet you believe in Black Lives Matter? I'm confusion. A mess. Literally a mess. It just doesn't make any sense. Amber Liu's PR team says that Amber has been out of the United States for 10 years, and thus far, she doesn't know about the changing racial climate and whatnot, you know, going on up inside of the Americas, which is really interesting for me because I didn't know Black Lives Matter started 10 years ago. I thought that was kind of, you know, a more recent history type of thing. But then again, what do I know? Okay, I've been out of America for 4 months this year. And Amber Liu, where the hell was you at before you went off to Korea's? Okay, where was you at? What was you doing for the whole rest of your life in California? Very interesting. I also find it really interesting, Amber, that even though you weren't in the United States at the time that you were receiving a bunch of hate from your haters out there in the world, you were able to read those comments. So you do have internet access, okay? You have had internet access for the last 10 years because Google been there, baby, okay? Google been there. You don't even have to be in America, okay? You don't even have to be in America to have known these things, okay? What you talking about, girl? What? You need to check your PR team. They're out here making you look crazy. They're out here making you sound ridiculous. Now, there's a lot of people that are defending Amber Liu. In case you were wondering, they are also not Black. On the behalf of the Black community, I would like to thank all the non-Black people that accepted Amber's apology on our behalf. Thank you so much for that. How you accept an apology that wasn't for you? People on Twitter are defending Amber, saying she was just uneducated. She's so ignorant. She doesn't know any better. Well, let me just ask you this, Amber. Imagine you were a farmer. Okay, imagine you were a farmer and I came to you and I was like, Amber, can you please build me an airplane? Now, would you say, hey, I don't know how to build an airplane. You know what? If I build this airplane, I'm going to put a lot of people at risk. I'm going to put a lot of people at harm. So you know what? I'm just not going to build it. Or would you pick up a hammer, I don't know, some sheet metal, okay, and start forging yourself an airplane with your farmarial skills? Is that what we would do? No, hell the hell no. You should have never said nothing to begin with. If you don't know what the hell you talking about, then you need to go on down to the corner store, okay? Open up one of them little refrigerators and get you an ice cold glass of shut yo ass up, okay? Shut up if you don't know what you're talking about, okay? And then you won't have problems like this. I don't understand why it is that non-Black people always find themselves so uneducated on Black culture when it comes to issues like this. But best believe, okay, best believe when y'all want some box braids and some dreads and whatnot, you sure do find your way to Google, okay, to find you a little tutorial or whoever the hell, now don't you, okay? But in situations like this, it's on us Black people to educate you. Get out there and read a damn book, okay? Google something. I know you out there in Korea, girl, use Naver. What the hell? It is not the responsibility of Black people to teach you everything about Black culture. It's not our responsibility to teach you to be culturally sensitive, okay? This is education that you need to get on your own. And if it was an education that you cared about, okay? If it was an education that you valued, if it was an education that mattered to you, then you would have already gotten it. There's also a lot of people saying that Amber Liu is not racist, but I'm a firm believer that if you are complacent in racism, you are just as bad as a racist. Saying that a Black man who is statistically 2.5 times more likely to be harassed, assaulted, or even killed by a police officer in the United States deserves that kind of treatment, okay, deserves that kind of treatment is saying that you are okay with the systematic racism that has allowed that to happen. And if you're okay with racism, then you're a racist, period. Now, one thing I think is very important to take into account in this entire situation is that people in Korea do have a different relationship, a different perception, a different attitude toward the police than myself and other Black Americans have here in America. Now, when I was in Korea, a lot of my Korean friends told me that a lot of Korean people do not generally respect the police in Korea. You know, Korean culture is very conservative, very traditional. It's all about respecting people around you and whatnot. So a lot of the times that I have seen incidents where in America, maybe we would call the police, in Korea, people kind of handle it themselves. Calling the police is kind of something that you do when things are kind of like completely out of your control. You know, not when Black people are having, you know, a barbecue, or, you know, when Black people are trying to enter their apartments, or, you know, when Black people are eating a damn sandwich. They call the police when it's absolutely necessary. Even when they are called, I have heard a lot of my Korean friends say, well, they don't have guns, ain't really nothing they can do to hurt us, so we don't really have that much respect for their authority. I could just sit here and talk to y'all about all zero of my experiences that I've had with police officers in Korea. Or I could, I don't know, maybe I could ask some people from Korea. I don't know. I just thought maybe, you know, if I'm talking about, you know, something that affects Korean people, maybe I should just ask a couple, you know, because it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard to invite them to the table, okay? Before I talk to my Korean friends and get their opinions on police harassment, I do want to say this. If what my friends have told me previously about Korean people's perception and interaction with the police is true, then where is Amber even getting this idea from that we should all respect the police? Respect them, even if they're coming at you with some dumb stuff. Respect them. I want you to understand this, Amber Liu. Respect is earned, not given, okay? Thank you. Now let's hear from my friends.
I don't want everyone to know my voice. I'll put a, oh my god. I'm gonna change your voice. No. Sojin, please. No. Sojin, please. I'll make your voice a robot. That's lazy. Okay, wait, Sojin, your voice will be a robot. Don't worry. I'm gonna give you a code name too. What do you want your secret name to be? Sojin? So they can know your name but not your voice? Yeah. You're so annoying. When I was in Korea, a lot of Korean people told me that Korean people don't really respect the police. How do you feel about that? I think it's common because Korean police doesn't have any gun or like dangerous things, so that's why people doesn't think they're not dangerous, and that's why they became rude or this. Thank you, Sojin. You're welcome. I love you. Me too, bye-bye. Bye.
Let's say, for instance, you know, in Korea, everybody smokes. Like, everybody smokes cigarettes. But there's also a lot of signs that say, like, no smoking, right? But no police officer ever, like, enforces, like, these kind of laws or, like, these kind of rules. Let's say you were smoking somewhere and you're next to a sign that says no smoking, and there's a lot of other people that are smoking, but a police officer only comes up to you and tells you to stop smoking. How would you react?
I would just, to be honest, I would ignore. To be honest, because actually I do that a lot, and I see a lot of people smoke, like, right next to no smoking signs.
Right, yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna admit that I actually violate the law because in front of the smoking signage, I never should be in smoking in that area. But on the same time, I would also ask the police officer that why you catch me, only me. So why not other people? Yeah.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. Hello? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So Amber said that the guy deserved to be harassed. Like, he deserved to be harassed because he should have just listened. He should have just followed like orders, whatever.
His behavior, I mean the police officer, I think it was wrong because he has to do the same thing for all the people who were eating in the subway station.
Right.
But he only did that for a black guy, and then he had to consider that it would seem like racist or something, you know?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, he would have considered that, even though he wasn't being like racist. But it is really sensitive.
I was just wondering how a Korean person like yourself would react in a similar situation like that. That's why I asked the question about the cigarettes.
I think that's not gonna be happening because we have only one ethnic in Korea.
Right.
Yeah, right. We have very little diversity in Korea.
Even though it wouldn't be like racial discrimination, maybe the police officer doesn't like you because you're wearing a red shirt. You know, or like you're wearing a baseball team hat that he doesn't like, something stupid. Like, you know what I mean? So he singles only you out for smoking. Things like this happen in Korea. You know, people are singled out in Korea. And I know a lot of my friends, my Korean friends, wouldn't have taken it as, oh, I'm just going to respect the police officer and there'll be no problems. Like, if other people are doing the same thing, you need to get everyone, not just me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting married soon.
In Colorado Springs?
Yes.
Am I invited?
You can come. If
yes.
You can. It will be really nice.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll come.
And we hang out.
Yes. And we're going to get lit in Colorado. We're going to be throwing ass in Colorado. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I will talk to you later. Please stay warm.
Okay.
I love you.
You too, huh? I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Take me to Korea with you.
Oh, just follow me. You can book the same flight with me.
Okay, I'm gonna be in your suitcase. Yes.
Okay. You can fit in that. How long have you stayed in Korea?
For 4 months.
4 months. Oh, such a long time. What did you do?
Party. Well, in closing, Amber Liu, you are very musty. Okay, you are very musty. I hope that you get some deodorant. I hope that you get some education. I hope you have learned something from this experience. I hope that you grow from this. I hope that you learn how to become a better ally. I hope that you have learned how to sit down and eat your food. I hope you learn all of this, but most importantly, I hope that you learn how to thoroughly apply deodorant, okay? With your musty ass. If you like this video, go ahead, give it a like, subscribe, tell the entire world about it. Wear deodorant every day. Wear deodorant every day, Amber Liu. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and tune in next week for some more Chili Got Soul. Yes, I do, okay?